Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3, part 4 of the MBTI theory. My name is Rita of the Shadow. Welcome. Today is the last of the episode 3 and we are talking about the introverted thinking and extroverted feeling axes and their users. And so yeah, let's jump right into it. So as usual, we'll be introduce about each one first before we talk about their users. So introverted thinking is very self-explanatory. Everybody know what logical means. That is introverted thinking. So it's all about being logical, and when a person make a true or false judgment, they're on the same axis with the FE to logically find out how someone is feeling. And they're all about true and false processing, so they are very self-responsible in their logical thinking, the higher the TI users. And the weakness is they can be trapped within their own logic if they don't have enough data, and they are not motivated enough to find TI data to support their TI, and then they jump into conclusion with the limited reference points. So that is the only weakness of TI. Otherwise, TI is pretty important, and they're also about like telling the truth and telling about what is logical. So because they are so logical, TI users have an affinity to computer programming, especially the TI heroes, I would say, like STP and INTP. Like, I would wager you are either a computer programmer or you have interest in programming, or it wouldn't be too hard for you to pick it up anyway, should you choose to, if you want to. Because computer is all about logic and true or false, and that is pretty much TI. And if we have an AI, the first cognitive function they're gonna have is TI, basically. Okay, where was I? So we already talked about the trap within the own logic, and yeah, okay. So then it's also about like understand how something works rather than how they are applied. How to apply something is more the domain of TE. TI is all about like understanding what's going on, and that's it. So as you can see, we need both kind of people working together to make something in the real world, or that person has to mature in oneself to have both TI and TE together. Okay, ramble enough about TI. So now we have extroverted feeling, FE. This is a pretty important function because a lot of people, all cognitive functions are important, but this is important for our society, in our reality, because a lot of people are FE users in this world. And so it is important for you to understand FE regardless which type you are. And yeah, because we have ethics, and it's obvious why it's pretty important, because to be, humans are social people, and you need to be able to get along with other people. So it's important to care about others, and know how they are feeling, and then working together as a society. So, but I am biased because I'm an IFJ, and we are all about FE. So, yeah, so there's also that. But being aware of my bias, you still should know that FE is pretty important. And the weakness of the FE is that they can be guilted into doing things they don't want to, because of because how much they care, basically. And by the way, this care is not necessarily about actually, like, it's not objectively produce a better outcome kind of caring all the time. Like, sometimes, like, the intention is good, but the result is questionable or sometimes negative, because they are going about in the wrong way that is unsuitable for the people who they are trying to care for. So that is another reason of learning about cognitive functions, so that you can care about people the right way. And where was I? So yeah, guilty into doing things, and pride issues, and social and covert contracts. These are all domains of FE as well. But I'm not going to get into those because it sounds like it will take too long to get through this video. But just so that you are aware, these are all part of the FE. And how do you make FE users feel better? When they do something nice, you give them gratitude, and you give them recognition. So that's why in English speaking society, the one I'm living in right now, is that there's a focus on saying please and thank you. That is the reason, that is the FE reason. And if you don't follow this protocol, they are going to judge you, because FE is a judging function, and they will say you are rude and you are not behaving properly. So FE loop is when multiple FE users trying to make the other feel better, like deciding what to eat for dinner, and what kind of movie to watch, which side of the bed each want to sleep on. When you have multiple FE users, it can get very exhausting and frustrating, because nobody would make a decision, and then, but they do still have preferences, so they guilt trip each other and trying to get what they want without saying directly, and or judging other people by stating what they want directly, or vice versa. Or, oh, you are trying to guilt trip me, you are bad. Okay, I won't get into more. It would take too much time if I keep spending more time on that. But it's more about being empathetic to other people. That's all you have to know for FE. So now we have TIFE users. So the first group is the TI hero and FE inferior. Those are the ITPs, as I said before, computer programmers or programming knowledge, IT people, very suitable for these kind of people. And because they have mastery over logic, and however they are insecure about how other people feel about them. So if they're working with the computers, they don't need to worry about it, and they like to shut people out and do things by themselves. Then yeah, so programming again, and they care about other people deep down, and they want to give sound advices by giving them TI logic. So because they are trying to help, but people don't appreciate it when you are saying it too harshly, because high FE users is going to judge you. So, and sometimes telling the truth hurt too much, or it makes you sound like a smart ass, and sometimes it's not about the content, it's about the delivery, but they care about being right and being logical, not so much about the delivery part. So when they mature, they learn to work on how to give advice better by working on their delivery. And TI parent and FE child, very similar problem, but they are not so much about telling the logic, because parent is a pessimistic function, so they don't want to, they are not so much about giving other people logic. They are more about thinking logically and acting logically, because it's a parent, like parent is like you use the parent to restrict themselves into doing illogical things or saying illogical things. So that's what they tend to do. Like they tend to tell the truth because they don't want to sacrifice the truth, which is TI parent. And so even though they won't make people feel good, every child always want to give candies to people to make people feel good, according to C.S. Joseph. And but because of their TI parent says no. You can't give candies if it's going to make them tell a lie. They don't want that. So they're going to be harsh with you. It's just because who they are. And so when they mature, they can also learn to deliver more by developing their FE child. But sometimes as their friends and loved ones, you just have to be aware of this feature. And if you are aware of this and you give them the space to tell the truth. You give space for them to tell the truth to you and be harsh with you, and still appreciate them when they tell you the truth. Then they will appreciate you a lot for because then their FE child feels good and their TI parent feels good as well. So then you can have a good relationship with them. So that's how you do it, guys. Gosh, I sound like C.S. Joseph now. Okay, next one. FE parent, TI child. I got distracted there. Which are the IFJs. So this is my type and also my people-pleasing ally, ISFJ. So ISFJ is actually one of the most common type within the whole human race. So not only I'm being biased towards this group because I'm INFJ, but you should really know this type well because of how many ISFJ you will run into. And so yeah, so this group of people is all about reading the room, like fitting into other people's environment and not hurting any feelings, because of every parent is a pessimistic function. So it's not so much about like changing how other people are feeling, it's more about not hurting feelings and not affecting the mood. So their goal fitting in, and so that TI child want to tell the truth, but they are not always able to. They are literally being restricted by their FE parent. Says no, shut up. You can't hurt other people's feelings. So that means because of how much they care about the feelings, sometimes they are not able to be authentic with themselves when they are immature, and they also tend to people please because every parent implies FI critic, FI critic, and that means they deep down they feel like a terrible person. They're very self-critical, and so that only makes them want to people please even more, and they are very weak to being guilt tripped into doing things they're not comfortable with, which is a very dangerous trait, especially for the ladies. So be aware of this, and yeah, so always taking interest of others into decision making. So because of every parent, they literally live for other people. They are designed that way. So like this channel, for example, my channel would be useless without the viewers. That is what every parent is all about, like to help other people feel better. And I guess that is why ISFJ is like the most common type, just simply for the fact that because they are so traditional, SI and FE parent. In combination, it means they care about other people and they care about tradition, so they have evolutional advantage over other types. In at least from like the animal kingdom until now. But I hope in the future there will be a balance between all the types. That would be nice. So anyway, and because of so much FE happening, they are sometimes very indecisive and overthinking because they are TI child thinking about what other people might want. And when it's not clear, then that's when the overthinking starts. So yeah. Okay. So lastly, we have the FE hero and TI inferior, which are the EFJs. And EFJs are, because of the FE hero, like they're all about FE, and so that makes them the social butterflies. And so they have the ability to read the mood and influence the mood pretty well. However, they are insecure about being logical and their own ability to tell the truth. The mature ones tend to use their logic to help guiding people into having better social experiences. And so yeah, so that's EFJs. I feel like I haven't spent a lot of time on this, but because they're pretty straightforward, they're all about FE also, but because of FE hero is an optimistic function, so they have actually the ability to to influence the mood, and that is what EFJ tend to do. So yeah, so that's it for TIFE users for now, I guess. So yeah, to be fair, this is all like very rough description of each one, but I think this gives you enough ideas about each kind of users. And with my 4 videos, you can pretty much find out the type breakdown for your own type by using these. Because if you are INTP, you can come here and TI hero, FE inferior, and you have NESI, so you go watch the NESI users for the NE parent and SI child part, and you have your INTP breakdown, but it's very rough and incomplete. So if you want a deep type breakdown, you can go watch C.S. Joseph's videos in season 3. I think that's right, because he has already done it, so I won't waste time doing the same thing. But I don't know, I guess maybe in the future I can, if I have some new understanding or whatever, I might try to make my own that would be like different from his ones, so it won't be a repeat. then. So yeah, thank you for joining me in this MBTI series deep dive, and let me know if you have any questions in comments. And thank you so much for watching, and yeah, see you in other videos, I guess. Bye.